Hi, everybody. William Shashadi again here from Trinity Mortgage. It's been a couple weeks since we sent you a video. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we fixed it. If you remember in the last video, we were talking about comparing estimates on good faith estimates when you get one estimate from one lender and another estimate from another lender. We talked about maybe when you do that, you have to do it all on the same day if you really want a good comparison, right? You can't compare one estimate a week apart or 2 weeks apart. And then last time I said, let's talk about what that means when you get an interest rate. Should you lock the interest rate in? This is another aspect of our business that some people have a little confusion over. There's advantages and disadvantages to locking an interest rate. Basically, what it means when you lock an interest rate is that that rate is yours until we close. Hopefully, it doesn't expire because it does have an expiration date. Okay. But if we lock in your interest rate for 30 days, you are locked in with that rate. And even if rates go up, you're protected. You keep that rate. Okay. Now, the advantages and disadvantages are obviously what if you let the rate float? In other words, you don't lock it in. Okay. The first question I always ask people is, are you a gambler? Okay. Because this is an interesting question. I go, well, what do you mean? Well, here's what it means. If you let the interest rate float, if interest rates go up, then you are going to get the higher rate. If interest rates go down, then you're going to get the benefit of the lower rate, obviously, because it's floated. The challenge here is when I ask if you're a gambler, is because obviously rates can go up and you can get stuck with the higher rate. So here's when we talk about locking in a rate, we lock it in for 30 to 45 days, whatever it is, right? And that's your interest rate. So here's another question people ask me about interest rates. They say, well, what if I lock my interest rate in and interest rates go down? Can I then get the lower rate? Well, the whole concept behind locking in the rate is that's your rate. So they want to, there's a lot of people want to be protected against the interest rates going up, but they want the benefit of the rate. If the interest rates go down, they want the benefit of getting the lower rate. And why would a lender even lock you in if it was always something that they could lose at? In other words, there's no benefit to a lender to lock your interest rate in when you're protected against the high side, but you get the low rate if it goes down. Okay, so that's the risk when you lock an interest rate, whether it's for 30 days or 45 days. And by the way, the risk to a lender over 45 days as opposed to locking an interest rate in for 30 days is a little more. So the interest rate is going to be a little bit more. Some people say, what if I lock my interest rate in for 60 days? Can I do that? Yeah, but you can expect the interest rate to be a little bit more. Why? Because the lender is taking a risk for a longer period of time. Okay. So again, I bring those things up because it's a gamble. I always suggest locking in because most people are dealing with a 30-year mortgage, a 15-year mortgage, and lock your rate in now because your payment, it's affect every single payment you make, either 180 months for a 15-year or 360 months on a 30-year is affected if you let it float and you get the higher rate. So I always suggest don't play games with the rate. The rates are really, really still good. So let's lock the rate in and not wish if rates went down, I wish I wouldn't have locked it in. Okay. You're better off having that peace of mind. Thanks so much again for listening. Please, please. I always ask about please about 5 times. Like us on YouTube, share our videos, subscribe to us, click the bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. Please like us on Facebook. I think it's on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.